डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar students, welcome back. In today's session, we will learn how to draw various kind of shapes using shape drawable objects provided by Android. So on screen, we will first see how our app will work. So let us see how we want to write down app. So on screen you can see here we have one text view which displays select shape. Then this yellow part is our spinner. If I select rounded rectangle, you will see rounded rectangle is drawn on the screen. If I select oval, then you can see oval is drawn on the screen. And if I select arc, then I want to display something like this. So these arc can be changed to different angles. Then I want to draw path like this. So basically these are lines which actually creates path. So this is called path object. And finally we will draw drawing which is specified inside XML file. So this oval is actually created as a XML resource and stored inside drawable folder, and I want to display that inside my screen. So this is our application that we want to write down inside Android Studio. Let us try to understand project structure first. So here you can see there is one activity file which is draw shape programmatic, and there is one layout file which actually draw these shapes. So here you can see inside activity underscore draw underscore shape underscore programmatically .xml file, we have one text view which just displays one message select shape. After that we created one spinner, and ID of that spinner is spinner that you can see here. And after that we have created image view. So name of these image view is image view 2. So we want to draw that shapes inside these image view programmatically, right? So I hope you understand this interface, which is very easy. Only 3 controls are there. One is text view, another is spinner, and third one is our image. Let us go to coding part. So here you can see we have one object of type spinner, then we have one image view. So I have declared one image view object. Then inside spinner I want to display various shape names such as rectangle, rounded rectangle, oval, arc, path, and XML. So I have defined this string array to actually populate these names inside spinner. And how can we do that? Using array adapter. So array adapter will take this string array to actually display inside that spinner. And here I have declared one paint object to specify the drawing property for various kind of shapes. Inside on create, as usual, we have set our content view to our XML layout file, which is activity underscore draw underscore shape underscore programmatically. And here I have created instance of spinner and image view using find view by ID. So we have already learned that you can dynamically change the background color of spinner. So here if you see, its background color is gray, right? But I have write down spinner.set background and I have written color.yellow. So that's why at runtime that gray color is changed to yellow. So this is how we can change background color of spinner. Then I have created one array adapter which takes 3 arguments. First is context, second is how we want to display spinner items using these layout, and which name should be displayed is decided by these array. And finally, to actually populate that data, I have written spinner.setAdapter to array adapter. So inside spinner you can see all the names, right? Now when user clicks on particular item in spinner, we want to display appropriate shapes. Remember, these rectangle represent 0 item, these rounded rectangle represent first item, this is at index 2, this is at index 3, and so on. I have implemented on item selected listener, and it automatically defines two methods, on item selected and another is on nothing selected. So inside on nothing selected, I displayed select shape from the list. So there is at least one item is selected in list, so this will never call. But what will happen if user select first item, that is rectangle? So inside on item selected, you will get position or index of item in position variable. So I write down switch on position. This case is executed if position is 0. That means user has selected rectangle. So how to draw that? So I have declared one shapes drawable. If you see import section, so inside graphics package there is a drawable, and inside drawable there is one class called shapes drawable. So using shape drawable we can draw different shapes, right? So for that I have declared one object rect, and I have written new shape drawable. Now inside shape drawable you have to specify shapes that you want to draw. So here I want to draw rectangle, so I have called instance of rect shape. Now again rect shape is a object available in graphics package that can be used to draw rectangle. So to draw these kind of shapes we can also use shape drawable. So I have created one shape drawable of type rectangle, and using set intrinsic height and width method you can specify its height and width. So its height is 50 pixel and width is 100 pixels. Now using paint object you can specify drawing property. So I have written paint is equal to rect.getPaint, means getPaint method will return paint object of rectangle shape, and I have called paint.setColor method which is color.magenta. So now fill color for the rectangle is magenta color. Now using this shape drawable we specify that we want to draw magenta color rectangle with width 100 and height 50, but it will not actually draw that shape because we have just created object and set its property. To actually display that object we can use set image drawable method of image view, and inside that we have to specify shape drawable type object. So that rectangle will be displayed inside image view. Okay, so this is how we can draw rectangle shape. Creating rounded rectangle is very similar to rectangle object. Only difference is that now instead of new rectangle shape I have to create instance of new round rectangle shape. Now remember, rectangle shape does not take any argument, but it takes 8 argument of type float. So here you can see the first argument is float array which is outer radii, and it is an array of 8 radius value for the outer rounded rectangle. First two are top left corner and remaining pairs corresponding clockwise. So clockwise you can specify these radius, and inset and inner radius is set to null. So only one rounded rectangle is draw with these radius. Now we can specify actual width and height of rounded rectangle using again set intrinsic height and set intrinsic width. Again we specify paint and set inside image drawable. So this is how we can create various type of shapes and draw it inside image view. Next we take oval shape. So inside shape drawable we create instance of oval shape. Now inside oval shape you have to just specify height and width, and accordingly it takes its radius. So just height and width is sufficient to draw oval shape, and we draw it as a red color, and finally we set that oval inside image view using set image drawable method. So this is how we can draw oval. Then we have arc shape. Inside shape drawable I have created instance of new arc shape. Now remember, entire circle has a 0 to 360 degree. So I have specified start angle as 0. So it starts from 0 degree and draw up to 345 degrees. So only 15 degrees are left. So that shape is empty up to 45 to 360. Inside arc shape you have to specify start angle and end angle or sweep angle. If I write down 0 to 90, then it draws only 90 degree arc. Again we have to specify its height and width and color, and finally we can draw it inside image. Then we have path object. I have created one object of type path. Again path is inside graphics package that you can see here. Path is a class available in graphics package. I write down p dot move to 50, 0. That means the first point is at 50, 0. Then I write down line to 25, 100. It means it moves from 50, 0 to 25, 100, and then it moves to 100, 50 to 0, 50, and then 75, 100, and finally it moves to again original place, that is 50, 0. So these actually specifies different point of star, right? This is top point, this is a left hand side point, this is again right hand side point. So it actually specifies different point of stars that we have seen in activity. After that you have to create path. So I have declared one object of path shape, and inside instance of path shape we have to specify path that we want to draw, its width and its height. So remember, first you have to create object of path, then you have to specify the path on which you want to move, then you have to create path shape object, and inside that you have to specify path and its width and height. After that you can create shape drawable, and inside shape drawable you can specify path shape that actually draws path, and this is again width and height of our shape drawable, and color is blue. Here I specify paint style as a stroke, so it is empty fill, and its width is 1. If I set stroke width to 2, then my path border is of twice width, and finally we set that path or path shape inside set image drawable using shape drawable object. So first we create path, then path shape object, and then shape drawable. So shape drawable will call path shape, and path shape will call path to actually draw path on the screen. Inside last case, instead of set image drawable, I have written set image resource because the last oval is specified as a XML resource. So I write down set image resource, and inside that we specify r.drawable.oval. That means there should be oval.xml file available inside drawable directory of resource folder. So let us see. Here you can see inside drawable we have oval.xml, which refers to these oval. So let us try to understand these XML resource. So here I have declared one shape, its color as a red, you can see here. So its color is red. Then I specify stroke. If you see this, here you can see that border is dotted. So this border is of green color and it is dotted. So that we have specified using this stroke. So stroke property specifies that border should be green, its width should be 3 device independent pixel, the gap between two consecutive dash is 2 pixel, and the width of dash is 4 device independent pixel. So using stroke we can specify border, and using gradient we can specify angle, start color and end color. So here you can see it is a combination of red and white. The last FFF specifies white. So this is filled using gradient, and its start color is red and end color is white. So this is specified using gradient. So this is how we can define shape inside XML also, and here you can see my shape is oval. So these actually defines my shape. So if I go here, you can see we have line, oval, rectangle and ring also, but we want to draw oval. So here I write down shape as a oval. So these define shape, these defines fill color, these defines border properties, and these specify that solid color should be mix of red and white. So this is how we can specify shapes inside XML and load or display that shape inside image using set image resource method, and you need to specify its ID inside set image resource. This is all about shape drawables and defining shape as a XML resource. So friends, in this session we have learned how to use shape drawable class available inside graphics package to draw various types of shapes inside image view, and how to define shapes as a XML resource and display inside image view programmatically. I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you and happy learning.